In this video, I'll be presenting my recommendations on how best to write an admission essay. Students need to realize that essays are the most time-consuming part of the application process for them. They should start thinking about their essay topics and to begin writing essay rough drafts as soon as possible. Most students will have multiple essays assigned to each one of their applications, so taking the time necessary to write, proofread, rewrite, proofread again, have parents or teachers proofread, and to make suggested changes to those essays will take much longer than they think. When admission counselors read your essays, they're looking for two things. They want to discover who you are and how well you write. You need to remember to write an essay that will capture the reader's attention and make your essay memorable. Some key aspects to essays are that the essay that you will write for admission are not a typical research essay or term paper. Your essay must be interesting, unique, and entertaining. Also, your essay should not simply recite your resume and all of your accomplishments. You should write your essay in a very personal way, not the academic writing style you learned in English classes. You need to write about yourself in a way that reveals who you are. Don't hesitate to write in the first person and use the word I. Many college admission counselors prefer this writing style rather than a distant, impersonal, third-person style of writing. You should try to hold the reader's attention with a steady, logical flow of ideas and in sentence. And it's important to remember that the essay is about you. Even when the essay prompt asks to identify the most influential person in your life or your favorite historical figure, you must talk about how those people have shaped your values and helped you become the person that you are. However, keep in mind that your essay should not be too personal and reveal family secrets. Please note that the essay prompts for the Common application, the Coalition application, and the University of California application are provided in the PDF document that can be downloaded from the link in the description of this video. This fall semester, the essays that students submit are more important than ever. As many people know, most colleges are test optional this fall, meaning that students submitting applications for admission are not required to submit their SAT or ACT test scores. As a result, there'll be more emphasis and importance placed on your character as a student and person. Your character can best be expressed in your admission essays. This means more than ever, your essays must be well written and of the highest quality possible and should include descriptions of some of your best and most positive aspects of your character. About 70% of colleges view students' character as an important factor in their decision on to admit them for admission to their school. Surveys have been conducted, and the most important aspects of a student's character, which are given careful consideration by most college admission counselors, include students' resilience and perseverance, students' ambition, intensity, and excitement. You need to show how excited you are and enthusiastic for admission to college and to have a college career. Also, students' intellectual curiosity and intellectual vitality. You need to demonstrate that you have a tremendous love for learning and demonstrate the activities that you've taken to show that you do love learning. Students also should demonstrate problem-solving skills, and if your major is in a science, how you identify and solve scientific issues. Also, counselors value students' service to others and your interest in identifying and solving social issues. Your initiative, leadership, and integrity as a student is also important, as well as showing that you have a cooperative spirit. Whenever possible in your essays, you should show a high level of social and emotional maturity. There are 5 different aspects to this social and emotional maturity that you should express whenever possible in writing your essays. The first aspect is self-awareness. This involves your ability to accurately recognize your own emotions, thoughts, and values and how they influence your behavior. You should have the ability to accurately assess your strengths and limitations with a well-grounded sense of confidence and optimism. The second aspect is self-management. The ability to successfully manage your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in different situations. The third aspect is social awareness. This is the ability to take the perspective of and to empathize with people of diverse backgrounds and cultures. You should appreciate diversity and have respect for others. The fourth aspect, which is part of your social and emotional maturity, is relationship skills. This involves your ability to establish and maintain healthy, rewarding relationships with diverse individuals and groups, as well as to cooperate with others and resist inappropriate social pressures. The fifth and last aspect is responsible decision making. This is the ability to make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interaction. Some of the best essays to write is about experiences that you've had during high school. Not before high school, but during your 4 years of high school. Experience essays are especially good because they typically can be used on multiple applications. Think about experiences that you've had and pick one that is exciting and is somehow related to your student theme or intended major. Best essays reveal your personality. Essays should put a human face on your application. The best admission applications are the ones that college admission counselors get to know the students. Your essay provides the best opportunity to reveal yourself to college admission counselors. Your essay should launch right into a story that gives a slice of your life. It's much more interesting this way. The first sentence of your essay should start with a bang. Think as if you're telling a story to a friend. You want to start with the punchline of the story, kind of a teaser. We have talked to several admission counselors who have said that if the opening sentence of an essay doesn't grab them, the essay goes in the trash. So keep that in mind when you write your essays. Be sure to emphasize the positive outcome of your essay subject. If you're writing about a shocking or troubling experience, describe the negatives, but don't dwell on them. Write about the experience and how it changed you for the better and the positive things you learned from it. The end of your essay should have a summary or punchline with a happy tone. Ending with a happy tone allows the reader to finish the story with a good feeling about you. What are some of the essay topics that you should not write about? There should be no negative writing about people. You don't want to complain or whine or appear to be bitter or sarcastic about anyone in your essays. You should also not write about a physical danger or a foolish risk that you've taken, such as bungee jumping. No college wants an overly dangerous or overly risky student on campus. Don't write about parties, drinking, sex, or drugs. Don't write about religion or politics. If you do write about these subjects, write about the subject without revealing your religious beliefs or political views. Cliches and overdone topics you should avoid writing about include writing about your parents' divorce, dealing with drugs, or how devastating the death of a loved one was on you. Avoid writing about the big sports victory and how your team won the big game in the last few seconds because of your commitment, drive, and focus. Avoid how community service has taught you the importance of helping others, how your grandma overcame so many obstacles. Do not have an essay that simply repeats your resume of activities and accomplishments. And avoid writing about how your commitment, leadership, eagerness, and determination makes you such a great applicant for admission to a college. One of the most important things to remember when writing your essay is not to simply tell your story, but to show your story. Make your essay come to life by showing your story to the reader, which will make it much more interesting. Don't just write a report about a life event. Instead, discuss your dreams, inspirations, and opinion. Try to seize the admission counselor's attention and hold it with something special, unique, and personal about you. Admission counselors reading your essay are trying to build a college community filled with diverse and interesting students. By revealing who you are in your essay, admission counselors will be able to see where you fit into their campus community. Perhaps the most important aspect about writing a college admission essay is to tell what you've learned. The most important part is the analysis of the essay subject. Be sure to answer why the essay subject is important to you and what you've learned from it. Give personal insights into your opinions and what you really think about the essay subject. Let admission counselors learn your attitude and ambitions. This is what college admission counselors want to read. Regarding the format for college admission essays, there is no hard and fast rules, but the generally accepted format would include an introductory paragraph, which must be interesting because you will either capture or lose the reader's interest in the first paragraph. Once again, more importantly, the opening sentence in the essay must grab the attention of the admission counselor and draw him or her into your essay. The last sentence of the introductory paragraph typically is the subject or thesis statement that presents the main discussion point of the essay. Following that, typical essay would have a 2 to 4 body paragraph section. These paragraphs would develop your essay through examples and detailed experience and build upon one another. Lastly, you would have the concluding paragraph. You want to leave the reader with a strong ending and lasting impression. Remember to answer the why. Always include an analysis of the essay subject and its impact on you, and give your personal insights and end with a happy tone.